how to develop. First of all, we will see the architecture. JSP DB application. JSP database application. Under that, first we have to take here SRC, the next WebINF, the next classes, the next lib folder. Under that here emp.jsp, the next emp.html, otherwise employee.html. Here we can take web.xml. Here we can take OJDBC14. Like that we can take the web application architecture. Now we can develop the emp.jsp, right? This is my emp.html. Otherwise employee.html, right? So how to develop employee.html? First of all, we have to take the HTML. Under that, body, bg color is equal to yellow. The next center. The next after that, form, action is equal to emp.jsp. Then method is equal to post. If you are taking the method is equal to post, we can provide the security of that data. Then next, if you are taking the method is equal to get, we can providing the security of that data. Now here first enter the employee number. Enter employee number. Under that, input type is equal to text, and the name is equal to envo. Then PR tag. Next, enter employee name. Employee name. Now input type is equal to text, name is equal to ename, then BR tag. The next, enter input type is equal to text, name is equal to esal. Like this, any number of fields we can take. Okay, any number of fields we can take. Then finally, input type is equal to submit, and value is equal to send. Value is equal to send. Input type equal to submit, value is equal to send. then close the form, then close the center, then close the body, then close the HTML. This is okay, employee.html. Now we can develop the server side code. This is what? Client side code. This is client side code. Now we can develop the server side code. So how to develop the server side code? Server side developer is responsible to developing the server side code. So now first of all we need to import the here packages. What are the packages we need to import here? SQL package is mandatory. If you want to import any package, we can take page import is equal to java.sql dot star package, java.sql dot star package. The next after that, what we have to take? We can take the connection related code. Okay, we can take the connection related code. Generally, where we can take the connection related code? Inside the init method. So that init method we can place in where? Under declarative element. So now public. So now here we can declare first variables. What are the variables we can declare here? Under declarative element we can take connection. First we have to take connection. Connection con is equal to null. The next prepared statement. Prepared statement PST empty is equal to null. Okay, connection con is equal to null, and the prepared statement PST empty is equal to null I am taken. After that we can take public void JSP init method, JSP init method throws JSP exception, JSP exception. Under that, first of all we need to load the driver class, right? How to load the driver class? Class dot for name, class dot for name. Under that, Oracle dot JDBC dot driver dot Oracle driver, Oracle driver. The next what we have to do? Connection con is equal to driver manager dot get connection, driver manager dot get connection. Under that we can pass the URL JDBC colon Oracle colon thin colon @ localhost colon 1521, then service ID XC. Then next after that, username and password. Username and password. What is the username and password here? I am going to take Durga Tech. The next password is what? Durga Tech. Like that I am taken username and password. After that pstmt is equal to con dot prepare statement. Under that insert into employee values. Under that I am going to take question marks. How many values you want to insert, that many question marks you can take. These question marks we call them as positional parameters. After that close the here what JSP init method. So before that we can take here try block, then close the try catch exception e. Then next e dot print stack trace. Then close the catch. Then next close the method. After that what we have to do, we need to take the destroy method. So how to take the destroy method? Like this: public void JSP destroy. Under that throws JSP exception. Then next under that try if pstmt not equal to null, then close pstmt dot close. The next if con not equal to null, then con dot close. The next close the try catch exception e. The next e dot print stack trace. Then close the catch, close the destroy method. Then finally we can close what? Okay, declarative element. This is the way to define the init and destroy methods. Init and destroy methods inside the declarative element. I am declaring the variables as well as I am declaring the methods. Then next after that here we need to retrieving all the values. After retrieving all the values, then we can send all the values this front end application to back end application. How to retrieving all the values? Now just observing here. Here I am going to return that piece of code. How to retrieving all the values? Just observing here. We can retrieving like this. So now we can use scriptlet element. Then next under that, first of all we can take int emp number is equal to integer dot percent of request dot implicit object request dot get parameter of what is the parameter name here? envo. Okay, envo. You can take envo. Then next After that, next parameter. So now string ename is equal to request dot get parameter of what is the name here? ename. Then next float esal is equal to float dot parse float. Under that, request dot get parameter of so now name esal. Then next, after that, like that we can take any number of fields. We can write the any number of fields like that. Okay, how many input values are there? That many input values we are going to getting here. Then next, after that, we can set all these values in that question mark places. So now here pstmt dot set int. Under that 1 comma emp number. The next pstmt dot set string 2 comma ename. The next pstmt dot set float 3 comma esal. Like that we can set all the values. So now how many question marks are there? 3 question marks are there. That 3 question mark places I set it here, right? So now here first question mark place I am setting to the envo. Now the second question mark place I am going to setting to the ename. Third question mark place I am going to setting to the esal, like that. After setting all the values, then we can send it to this total query. How to send? Int k is equal to pstmt dot execute update. Then automatically the query is going to be sent. Then if you want to print the any information, we can use out.println. Record is inserted successfully. Record is inserted successfully. Then next, after that, close the scriptlet. Then next, if you want to displaying the immediately the same page, input page, then we can use here what? Percentage @ include file is equal to employee.html. Then automatically it is going to be including the HTML page. Now we can enter the one more record, right? So now this is what? Server side code. This is the server side code. So now if you want to develop web.xml, we can develop the web.xml like that. So now web.xml, under that, first of all web app, the next welcome file list, Under that, welcome file. Now here we can take employee.html. Then close the welcome file. The next close the welcome file list. Then close the web app. This is web.xml file. This is totally server side code, right? This is what? Client side code. This is the client side code. Whenever the client is entered some input values and click the submit button, first the request is coming to the server side. Now server side all the values are going to be received by this server side code, and finally this code is going to be communicating to the database. This code is going to be communicating to the database. This is my database. This is my database. Once this code is going to be executed, RDBMS. So now once this code is going to be executed, now which table is going to be created here? Here it is going to be creating the employee. So now here as a end user or customer is going to be entered some values. This is what? Input page. Employee.html. This is the input page. So now this is the input page. Enter employee number. Enter employee number. The next, enter employee name. Employee name. The next, enter employee salary and click the submit button. Click the submit button. So now whenever the end user is entered some values 1001, the next Durga, salary is 2000. End user entered these values and click the submit button. Click the submit button. These values are coming to the from client side to browser browser side to server side. Now the server side code is going to be received and it is going to be communicating to the database. All these values are received by the server side code. Now this server side code is going to be communicating to database and it is going to be inserting the all those three records. What is the table here? Employee. Employee table is going to be created. Under that, assume that some columns. EMP number, E-name, the next E-sal. After that, what is the EMP number here? So 1001. Next, E-name, Durga. The next, E-salary, 2000. Like this, record is going to be inserted, and finally once again the same page is going to be displayed. Now once again we need to enter all the values and click the submit button. Keep on any number of records we can enter. Like this we can inserting the any number of records, right? This is client side. This is what where it is going to be running this code inside the browser. This is going to be running inside the browser. This is going to be running in where? Inside the Tomcat server. Tomcat server. Right? This is going to be stored into in where? Database. Database server. So that means our application is going to communicating to the totally how many servers, how many softwares. So here totally 3 softwares are communicating to in our application. This type of applications we call them as 3-tier applications. 3-tier applications. 3-tier applications. Based on the logics, we can say that this is the 1-tier application, 2-tier application, 3-tier application. Right now, our logic is going to be running in how many places? Totally 3 places. So now this is code is going to be running in browser side. This code is going to be running inside the Tomcat server. This is going to be running inside the database server. Based on that, we can say that okay, this is the what type of application. Totally here 3 softwares we need to install. Based on that softwares, based on that logics, in where the logics are going to be running, based on that we can say that this is what type of application. Here in this application, okay, the logic is going to be running in totally 3 places. That means we are installed into the 3 softwares in our mission, and we are going to be developing this type of applications. This type of applications we call them as 3-tier applications. 3-tier applications, right? That's all for today. The next session we will see the practically this example, right? Thank you.